Yes, one of the most unreliable people in Kenya are the politicians. Politicians in Kenya are the people who you cannot bet on. Anytime they can change east to west. And this is a true definition of Francis Atwoli. In the build-up of the 2022 presidential election, we all know Francis Atwoli was in the azimio. In fact, he used to fire salvos to the President William RUTO.
And that is why I always tell you, as a responsible trade union movement, I must tell you who is going to be your president. Yes. Mimi huyu mtu anatembea 2014 nilimwambia hautakuwa president na uwezi kuchaguliwa. Na kitu ingine, wale nimesema wale wako karibu na William Samoei Ruto kule sehemu za Sugoi wakate miti isiwe karibu, kwa ajili tarehe 9 asubuhi ya huyo usiku kura itatangazwa na huyo mtoto atajinyonga. Wakate miti.
At no any time did I think that Atwoli would then start eating his words to an extent that he is now to an extent of firing salvos to RAILA Odinga. And for me, I keep on telling people, even if you change, sometimes you don't need to fire to your previous camp if indeed you supported them. So in this episode, I've come to talk about the remarks of Francis Atwoli, where he said that he had told the azimio principals that if they don't win an election, he'll go back and work with the winner. How true are these statements, and most importantly, the study materials we can learn from the politics of Kenya? But before I do this, I want to let you know that if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. If geopolitics and economics is what you want, this will be definitely the right channel for you to subscribe to. So we all know that Francis Atwoli has been an ardent supporter of RAILA Odinga since time immemorial. In fact, if you forget so quickly, even in 2013 he supported RAILA Odinga. Later on, he switched to be moderate on RAILA Odinga but support Uhuru Kenyatta. To an extent, he used to say that Uhuru Kenyatta is too young to retire. During a rally in Western Kenya, Atwoli came out and revealed that he had told the azimio principals that if they don't win this election, he was going to go and work with Ruto. Before I speak on this, let me first give you the tape when he was saying these statements. Here is the tape.
Sisi waajiri na government na wafanyikazi tutafanya kazi pamoja. Because government provides an enabling environment from where we exist. Na hiyo ndio kazi yetu, kunegotiate na serikali. Na tuna ofisi, na niliambia watu yangu ya azimio, if you missmanage your election na hamchaguliwi, mimi nitaenda kwa ofisi yangu. Na nikirudi kwa ofisi yangu, mjue nitafanya na serikali. Sikuwa ficha. And indeed we mismanaged our election. Hatukukuwa na agents, hatukukuwa na committee yoyote ya logistic and strategic election committee. Yini mliona hapa agent ya president wa.
So that is Atwoli, and for me, I think that is utter hypocrisy. Some politicians in Kenya cannot survive out of government, and that if any chance arise to be given a position or to retain their positions in government, he will change what he has been talking about. And for me, I think this is unfortunate. A person who at the caliber of the COTU chairman, even if you decide to work with Ruto, you needed to be moderate on RAILA Odinga because he was your candidate. But also, I think William Ruto has used the hypocrisy in the Kenyan politicians to his advantage. He did not chase away RAILA Odinga, or he didn't fight Atwoli from his COTU chairmanship, okay, so that he can gain his support. Because by having Atwoli with his motor mouth on your side, you somehow get a leverage. Okay? So, such leaders, if such leaders were in RAILA Odinga's camp, there is no way that he would have won elections. That is the truth. That is the truth. Because even the message they were giving out during the elections was not the message which was called for. We all know that ATWOLI used to bash the kingpins of the Western region, that is Mudavadi and Wetangula.
I will be there in Bungoma. I will be there in Kakamega. I will be there in Vihiga. I will be there in Busia. I'm going to be there in Trans Nzoia. And there will be no escape route for Moses Wetangula. There will be no escape route for Moses Masika Wetangula. Chances son.
Okay. We all know that politics in Kenya is so regional. You cannot, even if you come from that certain region, you must be sensitive while attacking their leaders. ATWOLI used to do so. That's why people come out to say that Bungoma was a decisive vote. Okay? So, ATWOLI is one of the is among the few examples of the Kenyan politicians who can swing left to right extremely in a short period of time, because they don't have a stand in the Kenyan politics. There are very few of such leaders who can stand their ground, who can oppose a person on principle or support a person on principle. Some support a person because of what they are going to get. Okay? And that is the character of most Kenyan politicians. Sometimes a politician must have a ground. Sometimes a politician must have beliefs. Okay? But not such kind of people like Francis ATWOLI. In fact, Francis ATWOLI, trust me, if Raila Odinga wins the 2027 election, he will swing and start bashing Ruto. Even Ruto knows. Okay? So, such politicians must just be used to further someone's agenda if you realize their modus operandi. Of course, that's my opinion. Do drop me your comments by commenting about this. Thank you very much for listening in. If this is your first time on this YouTube channel, I implore you to subscribe, like, and comment so that I can be motivated to do more of such videos. I'll see you on another one. Peace.